Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture of thermodynamics. Dear friends, in our earlier lecture, we have studied about application of entropy principle. In this, we have studied about maximum work obtainable from a heat engine working between a finite body and thermal energy reservoir. And we have also studied about heat transfer between two thermal energy reservoirs. So friends, in this lecture we will study about first and second law in combined form, how we can use first and second law in combined form. Then we will go to concept of lost work, and friends, then we will study our important topic is available energy, unavailable energy, availability and irreversibility. So dear friends, this is the first and second law combined. We know that first law of thermodynamics for process is dq is equal to dE plus dW, and it is for any system and any process. Okay friends, we can use this dq is equal to dE plus dW for any system and any process. Dear friends, if dq is equal to du plus dW, then u is associated with closed system. U means change in internal energy, and internal energy is associated with closed system. So friends, dq is equal to du plus dw is for closed system and any process. Okay friends, now if dq is equal to du plus pdv, dw is equal to pdv, and de is equal to du. So friends, this is open and this is for reversible, so we can use it for closed system and for reversible process. Okay my dear friends, now if it is written as dq is equal to dh plus dw, then H is enthalpy and it is associated with open system. So friends, we can use this dq is equal to dh plus dw for open system and any process. And my dear friends, dq is equal to dh minus vdp, then dh is associated with open system and minus vdp is associated with reversible process. So friends, dq is equal to dh minus vdp is used for open system and reversible process. Now my dear friends, as we know that change in entropy of system is equal to, it is due to internal change and plus with surrounding exchange change. Okay friends, ds is equal to dsi for internal plus dse for exchange. Okay friends, so if our process is reversible, then there is no generation of entropy inside the system. So my dear friends, dsi tends to 0. Okay my friends, so ds is equal to ds exchange is equal to dq upon t. So we can write as dq is equal to tds. It is for reversible process. Now friends, we are writing dq is equal to tds here and du plus dw. So friends, du associated with closed system and tds associated with reversible system. And friends, also tds is equal to du plus pdv. Here pdv associated with reversible and tds also associated with reversible and du associated with closed system. So friends, tds is equal to du plus dw and tds is equal to du plus pdv is used for closed system and reversible process. Dear friends, similarly TDS is equal to dH minus VdP. dH means change in enthalpy and enthalpy is associated with open system, and minus VdP is reversible, or your TDS is equal to for reversible, so it is open system and reversible. And friends, if we write TDS is equal to dH plus dW, so friends, here DH is for open system and TDS is equal to reversible. So friends, TDS is equal to DH minus VDP or TDS is equal to DH plus DW is used for open system and reversible process. Now my dear friends, we will move to our next topic, which is concept of lost work. Dear friends, we know that for a reversible process, dq for reversible is equal to uf. It is internal energy at final minus internal energy at initial plus dw at reversible. So friends, we can write as dqr is equal to uf minus ui plus pdv, it is for reversible. dw is equal to pdv is for reversible. dw is equal to pdv for reversible process. Okay friends, now friends, and we can write as uf minus ui is equal to dqr minus pdv. So we can give is number 1. And friends, for an irreversible process, dqi for irreversible is uf minus ui plus dwi. Okay friends, so we can write as uf minus ui is equal to dqi minus dwi. And friends, here uf minus ui is equal to dqr minus pdv, so both become equal. dqr minus pdv is equal to dq1 minus dw1. So friends, from here dqr is equal to dqi plus pdv minus dwi. This is for heat change for reversible is equal to heat change for our irreversible process plus pdv minus change in work for irreversible process. Now friends, we are dividing both side by temperature, so it become dqr upon t is equal to dqi upon t plus pdv minus dwi upon t. Okay friends, so friends, this become entropy change for reversible is equal to entropy change for irreversible plus pdv minus dwi upon t. Or my friends, our entropy change of reversible is d entropy change for irreversible plus pdv minus dwi upon t. Or friends, we can say that pdv minus dwi is loss of work due to irreversible in the process. It approach to zero. Okay friends, this is goes to zero if system approach reversibility. If our system goes reversibility, then lost work is going to be zero. Okay my friends, now my dear friends, as we know that change in entropy is equal to for system is entropy generation plus entropy transfer. And already we know that now it is equal to entropy generation plus dq upon t, it is for transfer. And friends, entropy generation is equal to s2 minus s1 minus dq upon t integrated from 1 to 2. So this is for entropy generation is equal to s2 minus s1 minus integration of 1 to 2 dq upon t. Okay friends, now my dear, we will move to our next topic, which is available energy, unavailable energy, availability and irreversibility. Friends, this is very important, so please focus here. The source of energy can be divided in two categories: low grade energy and high grade energy. Dear friends, our source of energy has two types. One is low grade and another one is high grade. Dear friends, heat is low grade energy and our work is high grade energy. Dear friends, if we supply heat to our heat engine, then that total heat does not converted into work. Okay friends, there is some amount of heat is must be rejected. And friends, if we supply work, to our any system, then that work is totally converted into heat. So friends, high grade energy get converted into low grade energy totally, but low grade energy not totally converted into high grade energy. Okay my dear friends, now the complete conversion of low grade energy into high grade energy is impossible due to second law of thermodynamics. As we know that the maximum part of low grade energy that is available for conversion into high grade energy is called as available energy. My dear friends, maximum part of low grade energy which is converted into high grade energy is called as available energy. Maximum part of low grade energy. Okay my friends, and energy which must be rejected, energy which must be rejected is called as unavailable energy. Dear friends, Gibbs is the originator of availability concept, and he says that environment play an important role in availability. Okay my friends, now my dear friends, we will move to our next topic, which is available energy referred to a cycle. Okay my friends, the total energy of system is divided into two parts. One is available part of energy, which is maximum part of our low grade energy which is converted into our high grade energy, and that energy which is must be rejected is unavailable part of energy. So friends, this is source A at temperature T1 and this is sink B at temperature T2. Friends, Q1 amount of heat is here we are taking from our source A. This is total energy which is supplied to heat engine, and Q2 amount of heat which is must be rejected to our sink 2, and we get W net is equal to Q1 minus Q2. Dear friends, here W max, maximum work we are getting from this system is called as available energy, and heat must be rejected at sink B is called as unavailable energy. Maximum part of low grade energy, it is W max, and it is available energy, and heat must be rejected, it is unavailable energy. Okay my dear friends, now dear friends, there is efficiency of heat engine. We know that output upon input, here output is W net and input is Q1. So friends, it is W net upon Q1, and W net is equal to Q1 minus Q2. Here Q1 minus Q2 is W net. So friends, it is Q1 minus Q2 upon Q1 is our efficiency of heat engine, and it is 1 minus Q2 upon Q1. And friends, if it is reversible, then we can write as 1 minus T2 upon T1. Okay my dear friends, here what happened, this is says that efficiency tends to maximum if T2 tends to T naught. Here T naught is our environment temperature. Okay dear friends, it is temperature available in environment. If this T2 tends to our environment temperature, then our efficiency goes to maximum. So friends, we can write as efficiency maximum is equal to 1 minus T2 tends to T naught, our efficiency tends to efficiency maximum upon our T1. So friends, is equal to W max upon Q1. We know that if we get work maximum, then our efficiency is maximum, and this is work maximum, this is output, and input is Q1. So friends, it is W max upon Q1. Now friends, we can write as 1 minus T naught upon T1 is equal to W max upon Q1, and friends, W max is equal to Q1 minus Q1 upon T naught upon T1, and W max is, so friends, this is the unavailable energy is T naught into Q1 upon T1, and friends, unavailable energy is equal to T naught into ds of our heat engine. So friends, unavailable energy is equal to T naught into ds of heat engine. Dear friends, an unavailable energy of system determined by product of entropy change and temperature of surrounding. And friends, available energy also termed as exergy, and unavailable is called as energy. Okay my friends, exergy is available energy and unavailable is energy. So friends, this is the end of lecture. If you like, then friends, share it maximum. Thank you friends, thank you for your support.